Hi, I'm Imogen from Atelier Méandre, and today I'm gonna bring you with me to Creuse, which is in the center of France, which is quite rural and which is the place where the Fonty mill is located. The Fonty mill is a French mill that works with mostly French and European fibers, even though there's also some from Asia and South America. And their mill is one of the few that still work in France. And so I had the pleasure to go visit it and buy a bunch of yarn as well, which I'm going to show you at the end. Yeah, come with me. We left the day before the visit because there was a lot of driving to do, and during the car ride I worked on a desk crochet project that I just started. We arrived in Creuse at the end of the day with a beautiful sunset, and we stayed in an unusual camping site that was really fun and really comfy. Yeah. The next day we enjoyed the sun while crocheting a bit more, and then it was time for the visit. The Fonty mill is in the countryside, so we started the visit by the origin of the fibers, and the fact that some of them are already dyed. They showed us different fibers and how they're prepared to be dyed. The first part of the visit was the dye part of the factory, because logistically it was easier. It works in a lot of skeins are put in machinery, and they're dyed that way in a dye bath, and that's how the color stays the same throughout the bath. There's a lot of other machinery to wash them, dry them, and everything. After that, they showed us where they come up with the colors, and then we started with the processing of the fibers. The machines are really big and noisy. The first one is the carding machine, which starts with the fiber in small chunks, and at the end of all the rolling parts and everything, a first kind of thread is made. It's not an actual thread or single. It's really more delicate than that, so it needs to be spun before being plied. It's still quite a thin form for the wool to take. The carding machine was quite impressive and really long. The thread coming out of the carding machine is then spun into singles that are later going to be plied. Those singles are usually plied by 3, but it depends on the result they're looking for. And they're working with from the lighter bath to the darker one at a time, so as not to mix the fibers. They also apply cotton that they don't process themselves. Once the wool is plied, it's put into skeins in a machine, and then sent back to be dyed in the first part of the factory we saw. The last step in the factory is to put the skeins into bobbins or balls, and it's done with other machines. Those cakes are rolled into balls, and finally all the stock of the factory is a storage facility, and after this facility there's the delivery station to prepare the orders, and next to it the factory store where we bought some yarn. And then we went home because we had quite a few hours of driving ahead of us and it was already the end of the day. I of course crocheted during the drive. So that was the Fonty mill. I had a lot of fun there. It was really interesting. The visit was really comprehensive in the information given. And I bought some yarn, which I'm going to show you. But just before that, I mostly work with second-hand yarn. The factory store sells a lot of end of collection of yarn that has some issues, some mistakes in it. So that's most of what I bought, and especially like I buy new some plant-based yarn, but animal fiber ones I'm a bit more cautious with it. I would like to talk more about that in another video at some point, so if you're interested, please tell me so I know to film that. So the only animal fiber yarn that I bought were the ones with mistakes that would otherwise go to waste. So first I bought a really big skein of black wool. It was one of their cheaper ones because it's the discontinued stock, and the ones that are not that they're not able to sell outside of the factory store. So this is 500 grams, quite a lot. It's really nice. It's not the softest one, but it's quite soft nonetheless, and I like it's a nice black. And yeah, I don't have plans for most of those yarns. I went with colors and fibers that I'm not used to work with, and yeah, I love black, so with that amount of yarn I'm gonna be able to work on some things. I think what I'm gonna do with most of those yarns is work on my own designs. So yeah, I'm gonna swatch and have a swatch party at some point with all that yarn. I could film that as well, let me know. Then after the black wool, I got some more wool, a red one. So it's a two-strand, like a two-strand yarn. It's spun with two different thread, and yeah, it's sold as one that might have mistakes, so that's why I bought it, and I'm gonna pull them out of the bag to show you the color, which is glorious. I love that red. So yeah, that is the red. It's really beautiful. Like, I don't know how my autofocus works, so yeah, I love this color. I think there might be some bleeding in the wash, but as it is wool, I'm only gonna wash it by hand, so I'll wash it on its own, so it's not an issue. So that's the second one. And the third animal fiber yarn is this baby suri and silk yarn. It's and wool. It's 65% baby suri, 20% silk, and 15% fine wool. It's a very similar red, so one I love. I might work them both together, like it depends on what kind of project I'm gonna work on. So it's kind of yeah, it's a mohair alternative. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I love the color. It's quite soft. I never worked with mohair, as I don't work with a lot of animal fibers. So this is gonna be a new experience. It's not mohair, so it's gonna be a bit different, but that's gonna be the most similar I've ever done. So yeah, I'm really happy about it. It's really pretty. And for the plant fibers, I went a bit crazy. So to start, I got some cotton yarn, black cotton yarn, because I'm always like wanting more cotton yarn. It's a really deep black, quite simple, 100% cotton. Yeah, it's gonna be really useful because I use black cotton a lot. Then these are fibers I've never worked with. So I got some bamboo fiber. I'm gonna check. I don't know if it's a 100%. Yeah, it's 100% bamboo. I got the red one, 2 balls, and that's a darkish gray one, which is also 100% bamboo. They're the same. So I'm gonna try the yarn. I have no idea how it works out, but I heard a lot about it, like that it's really not flexible, but quite subtle, and it stretches and it drapes well. So yeah, I'm really excited to work with that. And finally, I've got some rami, one skein, 100 gram skein. It's 100% rami, I think. Yeah. So it's plant as well. And I can't wait to try it. Like the red, almost pinkish red, is really beautiful, and yeah, it's gonna be a new experience, and I can't wait. So that was my shopping at the Fonty Mill. I hope you enjoy like coming with me, touring the facility to learn a bit more about yarn and how it's made. And if you want, I'll give you some news about the yarn that I bought and what it has become. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm really grateful, and I'm gonna see you soon in another one. Bye!